Hi, this is Dave and welcome to the Table Express, where we take a quick look at today's board and card games, looking at them from a family perspective. And today we're going to be taking a look at a game that's currently on Kickstarter from Green Couch Games called Jurrassattack. Now this is a two-player card game. Each player is going to have their own deck of dinosaur cards, and we're going to work to pack them together and have them face off in a battle to see who has the most ferocious pack. Let's take a look at the game, how it's played, and I'll come back and I'll give you my thoughts. Okay, here I have a prototype version of Jurrassattack, and so this is not the final product that you will be receiving, but there are two decks of cards that come in the game. We have the footprint deck and we have the fossil deck, and each one is going to be loaded up with a bunch of different dinosaurs. Each deck has the same cards in there, just have the backs to distinguish the two different players from each other. And what we're going to do is, over a course of rounds, we will be playing cards from our hand, playing packs of compatible dinosaurs, and adding up their ferocity levels. And whoever has the more ferocious pack will win that particular round. And we're going to play until our deck runs out, and whoever has the most points is the winner. Let's take a look at what the cards will look like in the game. And so we have the anatomy of a dinosaur. And in the top, you will see the artwork of that particular dinosaur. In the center is going to tell you what type it is. And some of them will even have the gender marker here. This one happens to be a male. And in the upper left-hand corner is going to be the ferocity level of that particular dinosaur. So this is going to be very important for resolving battles. Down in the lower right corner is going to be the score value, how many points that card is worth when it's in the scoring pile. In the center on the bottom, there's going to be a number of these little hash marks, and that's going to tell you the number of that card in the deck. And then in the center is going to be whatever unique effect that that card has. This says a T-Rex will not pack with another T-Rex, may only pack with eggs. I'll talk about that in a minute. And so what's going to happen is, while we're playing the game, there will be certain card effects that will be resolved, and it's just a matter of what is said on the cards. So let me show you a few rounds of how this game is played. And so at the start of the game, each player is going to start off with a starting hand of 5 cards. So we'll get these drawn up here. And this is going to be a simultaneous reveal mechanic in this game. And so let's take a look at the cards that we have in the footprint deck first. And at the start of the game, whoever has the footprint deck will be the player who plays their cards face down first. And so the fossil player will have an advantage here. And so we have a number of different cards. We have these compies that have an asterisk here, and there's a text that says that each compy's ferocity is equal to the total number of compy cards in this pack. Now there's 5 of these in the game, so this could be a really nasty combination if you have a number of them. And so we have a couple of them right here that so we could play those together to have a decent level. We have an egg that we can only, what says pack with any other dinosaur. Now when we pack things together, what we will do is they're compatible, they'll go together, and we can play them all together, and you add their ferocity level together. And you can use that to your advantage, or you can use it as a bluff to make players think that you're running something majorly huge and make them have to either waste cards or maybe they're going to just throw away some of their lower value cards. Different things that you can do to make players run through their stuff. So anyways, what we're going to do is we will choose a couple of cards to play together. And so I'm going to choose these 2 cards together, and I will place them face down, and I'll put them in the front here where they're going to battle. And we're going to do the same thing for the fossil player. And so I will run, let's see, I will run these 2 cards together. So what we will do then is reveal the cards. I have this Dilophosaurus with an egg, and I have this Pteranodon. It says can pack with any other dinosaur except the T-Rex and Spinosaurus. And I have this Sarcosuchus, which says it gains +1 ferocity for each egg card your rival has in their pack. Well, they have 1 egg, so this is going to become a 3 plus 1 is 4. So I have a 4 to 3. What's going to happen now is that the fossil player is the winner of this particular battle. So what's going to happen is the winning cards will go into their discard pile, and these particular cards will go into the score pile. Now, here's something interesting. Dilophosaurus says, win or lose, your rival is blinded next round and can only play one card during the face-off phase, which you get to choose at random. So even though he lost this card now, the next round, this particular player who has the fossil deck is going to be blinded, and I'll show you what that is in a second. Now, here's the interesting thing about this particular game, and something that makes it stand out, is whoever the loser of the battle is gets to replenish their hand back up to 5 cards. So we get to replenish here. The winner does not. So they're going to have to work with the cards that they have in their hand. So now what's going to happen is that whoever wins the battle has to place their card face down first. Well, we have this Dilophosaurus that kicks in, and so they can only play one card, and it's going to be chosen randomly by this player. So we'll just shuffle these up here to make it random. And so this particular card is going to go face down, and we have the advantage now to place a card, and we'll place this one here. We'll do the reveal now. So we have this Compy, which each Compy's ferocity is equal to the total number of Compy cards in this pack, so there's only 1 compared to a level of 4. And so this one is going to win this particular battle. So this card goes in the discard pile, this goes into the scoring pad. And so now this player gets to replenish their hand up to 5 cards. And we're going to continue doing this. In the event that we have a tie, if we played cards and there was a tie, what would happen is neither player is going to score any point. They would both be considered winners, and so all the cards just go into the discard piles. And so what's going to happen is over the course of the game, we're going to continue these different battles, battling it out, trying to score points, and we're going to play until one player has no more cards to play from their hand or their draw deck. And then what we will do is add up all the total number of cards in here, and whoever has the most points is the winner. And that's Jurrassattack. All right, so you had a chance to see Jurrassattack being played. Let me share my thoughts with you about the game, and then you can make up your own mind and see if it's something that you wish to support on Kickstarter or not. This is the 3rd release from Green Couch Games, the first one being Fidelitas, second one being Best Treehouse Ever. And here, Jurrassattack follows suit, being another smaller type game in a smaller type package, yet packing a lot of fun. And so let me share with you some things about Jurrassattack. I have mostly positives, but I have one minor complaint. And so let's start off with that first. And I want to talk about the production quality of the game. Now, this is only a prototype version of the game, so I understand that. And I love the artwork, and I love the card size for this game, because it definitely gives you more room for things to see. Love the layout of the cards, and you can see what the card type is, and very, very much stands out the ferocity level here. My one complaint about this is that some of the cards, and if you look at the text size, this one, there's not as many words as this one. And so when you're looking at the cards in your hand, this particular card, anything that has a lot of text, it's a little bit more difficult to read. And maybe it's just the shading or the outline on the text or not, but something with a lot of text that makes it a little bit more difficult to read. But I'm not worried about that, because this is only a prototype. It's not the final version of the game. But overall, production quality, I do like this particular card size. I love the artwork. It's very, very cool. I love the card backs for the 2 different decks. Let me talk about the rules real quick. Very, very simple rules, which I really like. Read through them once, you're ready to go, ready to play. Very, very straightforward. There's no surprises in there. So playing the game is very simple. You saw, just a matter of playing cards from your hand, flipping them over, resolving any effects, adding up the total ferocity levels, determining a winner, and you're going to do that over and over and over the course of the game. So very simple, very easy to teach. So it's going to be something that's very family friendly in terms of being able to play. There are some cool things in the rules that I believe really stand out, keep the game balanced, and I think that that's a good thing. So to prevent some runaway victories on this, and the first thing is how your hand is managed, and how the game is being played. First of all, how the game starts. Whoever has the footprint deck, they have to play their cards face down first. And so whoever the player is playing their cards second kind of has a little bit of time to think and see what the first player has done. And so it can give you an advantage, maybe not, because there could be some bluffing involved. But I think that being able to see whoever is the winner, they have to play their cards first, so it allows the player who's behind to make adjustments to how they're going to play their cards. So I like that. Secondly, I love in these rules about whoever the loser of the battle is gets to replenish their hand back up to 5. The winner does not. And so this prevents having somebody from being a runaway winner, winning hand after hand after hand after hand after hand. Because eventually you're gonna be only top decking the cards, and you're gonna get beat eventually. So you're not gonna win every particular round. Secondly, it also adds in this element of a strategy of, are you going to lose, just so that you can get more cards in your hand. So I think that adds one element to the game. And so I really like that. And I also like in the rules that when there's a tie, both players are considered winners, and then all the cards go into the discard pile, so there's no points being scored. So I think that those are some cool things that stand out in the rules. Now, this game, in terms of weight, this is a very much a light game, so don't go into this thinking that it's going to be something that's very, very heavy. But there is enough element in here to give some substance to it. You've got some hand management things. You've got a little bit of bluffing and a couple decisions to make. How you're going to play your cards. Are you going to try to play to win that round, or are you going to lose so that you can get more cards? So different things to think about here. Looking at this game from a family perspective, you've got a game that's a 2-player only game. I think it's filling that niche for games that play well with lower player counts. A lot of people don't have a lot of people to play with, so being a 2-player only game, I think that serves its purpose. Now, specifically, I look at games from a family perspective, and a family typically has at least 2 people, maybe even more, and so this game, will fit in that. You can play one-on-one. You can play mom versus dad, mom versus son, mom versus daughter, dad versus mom, dad versus son, dad versus daughter, so on and so forth. So you can play back and forth together, and this is a good game to transition people into playing more of the designer type games, because if you've played a traditional card game called War, then you're going to be able to play Jurrassattack. This just has a couple of extra things that are added in there, so very much a good transitional game that way. And with the element of hand management in here, it's going to show you how to make some decisions and try to adapt to what your other players are doing, try to anticipate certain things to play them. So some cool elements that way. Overall, very, very fun game. I like it a lot. It's got some really, really cool artwork. It's got a cool theme. And it's something that is going to make just for a nice filler that you can play, and it plays really, really quick, so you can get a quick game fix on, and you're ready to go on about your business. So that is Jurrassattack from Green Couch Games. If this is something that you are interested in supporting, I will have a link in the video description below. You can go ahead and check that out. And that's it for now, and thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this particular video and you're interested in seeing more, go ahead and click the subscribe button, and you can keep up to date with all of our videos. I also have links in the video description below that you can check us out on all the other social media aspects, whether it's on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I also have a blog. I'll have all those links. And if you are interested in supporting this project, or supporting my channel, I have a Patreon page. You can go ahead and click on that link and check that out as well. All right. Thank you for watching, and join me again next time as we take a look at another game and we see how it makes it to the table. Bye-bye.